and go.
Hello everyone, today we're going to be doing the deck of cards spin game. This is a cardiovascular workout designed to enhance your knowledge of RPE, which is the rate of perceived exertion, but we'll get to that later. For right now, what I want you to do is to get on a bike or an elliptical and just start going at a steady pace like I am here, so where you can listen to me as I'm instructing you how this game is played, what RPE is, and so we can have a successful lesson. For today, this is a type of interval training. If you remember what interval training is changing up the intensity of your workout. So the cards today are going to tell us the intensity that we'll be going at and for how long. Goals for the class today. What we have planned is a certain amount of time to get into your zone. We want you to get to that zone. Also, I want you to be able to explain what RPE is and how it is important to use during your own workout when you're not using the technology that we have here, the heart rate monitors. Also, I want you to stay on task and be listening for which cards that I call out. So you really need to pay attention. I'll try to talk loud enough so that you'll be able to hear it. For some safety today, if you do feel lightheaded or dizzy, please quietly slow down off your bike, go get a drink, and then return. If you still feel nauseous or anything like that, go to one of the teachers. So what RPE is? RPE stands for, again, the rate of perceived exertion. And that is how intense you feel like you are working out. So as you can see, it is on a scale from 1 to 10. 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. For a typical cardiovascular workout, you want to be in that 10 to 7 range, depending on how hard or how long you are working out for. This chart will be on the later slides, so you don't need to remember it for right now, but it's just a good guideline to see while I'm explaining what it is. How to play the game. To play the game, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to pick a card. Each card, depending on the suit and the number, is going to correspond for how long and for how intense we are working out. There are only ace, which is a 10, which is 1, or a 6, which is 60 seconds, so there's no face cards in this. As you can see, I have some examples up here. There's a heart, a 3 of hearts, which is 9 to 10 RPE, which is going as fast as you can for 30 seconds. There is an ace of clubs, which is a 2 to 3, which is a really slow, kind of almost restful period. That would be 10 seconds because it's an ace. There's a 6 of spades, which is a 7 to 8. That is where you're almost becoming out of breath. Your legs are starting to burn, and that would be for 60 seconds. And then there's a 2 of diamonds, which is a 4 to 6, which just means you're still going at a pretty steady pace. Your heart's still pounding, but you don't feel like you're going to be out of breath after you do it. And that would be 20 seconds because it is 2. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to have this chart up here for you to recall. For if you get confused, I will continue to let you know which card it is and for how long we will be performing this. All right, let's have a good workout. Let's make sure that you're at level 7 or higher today, because if you're at too low of an intensity, you're not going to be able to get the full workout in. If you're too high, then it's going to be very difficult. First card is going to be the 6 of diamonds. So we're going to do 60 seconds at a 4 to 6 RPE. Ready? Go. So for me, this is about 100 RPMs at level 7. For some of you, it might be a little lower. Some of you, it might be a little higher. And remember, when you're doing an RPE, it's pretty helpful to do that when you are not using technology like a heart rate monitor, because you want to be able to monitor your intensity of your workout so that you're going at an appropriate level. So if you're not going too low, you're not going to be getting any benefits. If you're going too high, you could risk yourself getting injured. Got 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Next one, we have the 4 of spades. 4 of spades, so that's a 7 to 8 RPE for 40 seconds. should be spinning a little bit faster. Your legs should be burning a little bit. I'm going to turn up the intensity a little bit because the levels on my spin bike, because I feel like I'm just pedaling around in circles. Ten more seconds. 2, 1. Next card. It's going to be the 4 of clubs, so 40 seconds at a 2 to 3 RPE. So we're going to slow it down a little bit. This is going to be a little bit of a rest period. When you're at a lower RPE, you do get some benefits from it, but you want to make sure that, especially in an interval workout, that you still are going at high intensities and lower intensities. More seconds. And our next card is going to be the 6 of hearts. So this is going to be a good one. This is full effort for 60 seconds. Go. Twenty more seconds. And time. Good job. Next one, 6 of clubs. So 60 seconds at a lower RPE. Now at that sprint there, you notice that I wasn't talking that much, because when you're sprinting, you're going to be out of breath, and talking is just going to get you more and more out of breath when you're doing that. As you can tell, when it's a club, going a little bit slower. Remember, look at our chart. Club should be light effort, almost like a cool down, but you're still moving. When you're at 9 for a heart, you can't go any faster. You're going as hard as you can go. You got 20 more seconds to rest, and we're picking the next card. All right, here we go. Next card. We have the 6 of spades, so we're going to go 60 seconds at 7 to 8 RPE. Ready? Go. It's a little bit of a higher intensity, but it's not a full-out sprint. This would be the ideal effort for you to be in your target heart rate zone and for you to achieve the most effective workout. Two, 1, time. Next card, 2 of clubs. So we're slowing it down, 20 seconds. 2 to 3 RPE. Remember, RPE stands for rate of perceived exertion. It's us telling ourselves how hard we are working out. So you really need to be honest with yourself, because during this exercise we have heart rate monitors to see if you actually are on there. But in your own workouts, you can be honest with yourself so that you're getting there. All right, 20 seconds is up. We have the 5 of diamonds. So we're moving up 2 RPE to 4 or 6 for 50 seconds. Like I said, 4 to 6 to the diamonds is a pretty good RPE to be at during your cool down. So if you're going for a run, being able to walk a couple laps after you're done, that's a good way to cool down, to be at that still RPE where you're still getting a lot of benefits from after that run. 5 seconds. Next level. We have the 2 up hearts. Ready? 20 seconds, as hard as you can go. Go. And time. Good job. Next one, 2 of spades. 7 to 8 RPE for 20 seconds. More seconds. And time. Next one, 2 of diamonds. 20 seconds at 4 to 6 RPE. Slow it down just a little bit, but our legs are still burning, still moving our feet. Five seconds. Next card, we have the 5 of hearts. 50 seconds at all you can go. Twenty seconds. And time. Good job. Next one, 3 of diamonds. Lowering the intensity down a little bit. 4 to 6 RPE. Now I'm starting to sweat right now. I hope some of you are too. That means you're working out. Doing a good job. Good. Next card. 5 of clubs. 5 of clubs. Slowing it down a little bit more. After that long sprint we just had, we're almost at a little bit of a cool down. As you can see, my feet are still moving. We're still going about 80 RPMs. But my heart rate's still high. I didn't bring my heart rate down. It's still elevated from when we did that last sprint. You should still be in your heart rate zone. Should still be in your heart rate zone. And time. 4 of diamonds. 40 seconds at 4 to 6 RPE. So bring it up just a little bit higher, a little bit faster. More seconds. 2, 1. Next card. 4 of hearts. 40-second sprint. Let's go. Seconds left. Two, one, good. 3 clubs, slow it down. And so you can do this type of exercise with, or this type of game with the cards. You can do this with push-ups, sit-ups, kind of challenge yourself to think of more creative ways of which the most intensive exercise in that group and what's the least. So maybe for some, a regular push-up might be a heart. For some of you, maybe a clap push-up. The easiest could be a modified one, could be a box, could be a triangle. You can set those numbers up and you can get a great workout in that way. 5 more seconds. Good. Next one, ace of spades, so 10 seconds, 7 to 8 RPE, let's go. It's only 10 seconds, only 10 seconds. And time. Ace of hearts, 10 seconds is all you can go. Two, one, good. Next one, 3 of spades, 30 seconds at 7 to 8 RPE, let's go. More seconds. 7 to 8 RPE. Still moving those feet pretty quickly. Not a full out sprint. Just still moving though. 2, 1. Switch. Ace of diamonds. 4 to 6 RPE. Let's go. Almost like a little bit. You're still moving your feet. A little bit of cool down. Heart rate still elevated. This workout's designed to keep your heart rate elevated throughout. Next one, ace of clubs, 10 seconds, lower intensity. Lower intensity. Notice how my feet are still moving, My heart rate is still in the target heart rate zone. 3 of hearts, second to last one, let's go, 30 seconds. 30-second sprint. Halfway there. Three, 2, 1. The last one, 5 of spades. 50 seconds at 7 to 8 RPE. Last one. So that heart rate's still elevated. The RPMs are still high up there. 20 more seconds. This is the last one. This is the last one. Make sure you're still giving a good effort that you started at the beginning. 3, 2, 1. All right, good job. Now what I want you to do is to slow down, kind of go on that 2 to 3 RPE. We're just going to do a little bit of a closure. All right, today we worked on our cardiovascular endurance by doing kind of like a little game with cards. Like I said, this is a game you can bring anywhere. You can relate it to mostly any exercise, any type of workout. As you can see, it's a pretty good workout. I'm almost out of breath. I feel like I got a really good workout in. Today, we learned about RPE. What I want you to do is to talk with your elbow partner, explain what RPE is, and how you can relate it to your own workout. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Then I'm going to go over it. Make sure you're still going at a steady pace. You haven't stopped on your bike yet. A good way to get injured is by quickly jumping off a machine that you have worked out on. That's going to shock your muscles and they're going to tighten up. You got to make sure you're still moving. This is a good little cool down. Make sure that your muscles will be nice and loose when you get off the machine later today, the next day. Now I'm going to go back a couple slides. And I'm going to talk about RPE one more time. Be sure you're still going at a steady pace. Remember, RPE stands for rate of perceived exertion. It is to describe how intense that you are working out. This is a great way to interchange for the heart rate monitors that we use in class and kind of use this scale for when you go outside of class and you're working on your own, you're playing a sport, you're playing on a team, you're playing outside in the backyard. This is a great way to make sure that you think that you are getting a good workout in. Remember, if you want to try to be within the 7 to 8, 9 to 10 rating the whole entire time during your cardiovascular workout, if you're doing a type of interval training like we just did, it's good to mix in both of these because you don't want to be going at full intensity the whole entire time. That's going to be very difficult to keep up. A lot of elite athletes train like this, especially Olympians. So just think about something like this when you're getting into a workout. Great job today. What you're going to do is that you're going to slowly get off the bike. Please wipe it down so you're not leaving it gross and sweaty for everyone else. And have a good day. Great job.